Hi guys, and welcome to uWrench. You're probably watching this video because you have a chipped windshield and you're looking to do a repair. So today we're going to be using this Rain-X windshield repair kit. You can pick these up for under $15 on Amazon. It's just about the cheapest kit you can buy, but are they any good? So to help us find out, not only will we be repairing this chip, but we also have a second similar chip on this windshield, and on that second chip we will be using a full-blown professional windscreen repair kit. Now that kit costs several $100s, and this little Rain-X kit is under $15. Will the results be similar? Let's find out. So let's have a quick look at the chips that we're trying to repair. So here's the first one. As you can see, we've put some white paper with a circle on it to help you clearly see the chips. So that's our first chip right there. And our second one just above it here, similar in size and type. And that's chip number 2. So let's have a quick look at our two contenders. First of all, this is a professional windshield repair kit. This is manufactured by Worth, and the value of this is probably $300, maybe a little bit more. And if you take a quick look comparing what we've got here, this is essentially the same component. This is the professional Worth, and this is the little DIY Rain-X version. This is all metal. Of course, this is made of plastic. We also, on the expensive kit, they come with a proper pump and a line that actually attaches onto this. Whereas on the Rain-X kit, the pressure is built up by forcing air in, as we'll see during the process, and I think you also release it at a certain point as well. Again, we'll look at that. And the purpose of that is you need to ensure that you put pressure into it because you want to force the resin into the crack. So it's going to be interesting to see how efficient this little unit is. And one of the things you need to know before you undertake this repair is you need to do this ideally on a nice sunny day. The reason being is the resin actually requires UV light to set. So what you should do is do the repair either in your garage ideally, or if you haven't got a garage, to do it in the shade. And then once you've finished and you want to set the resin, you then move the vehicle into direct UV light, i.e. direct sunlight, and that will allow the resin to set. On these professional kits, they actually come with a UV lamp with little suckers on. You can stick that over your repair, so you can set it inside the garage, do it on a rainy day, it doesn't matter. But for the Rain-X, little Rain-X kit, you need to have a nice sunny day to undertake the repair. So before you do any repair on your windscreen, first thing you want to do is make sure you get rid of any grease or contaminants that are going to stop that resin setting properly. So grab yourself a good quality glass cleaner and give the windscreen a complete clean. So the first thing you want to do is grab the razor blade that's included in our little Rain-X kit and just go over the chip. What you want to do, if there's any little loose bits in there, you want to make sure that you get them out, because otherwise it will be set in the resin and you will be able to see it. That one seems pretty good. Just go over it, make sure there's no loose particles of glass. So now I want to take our little base unit, and we want to make sure that when we look through the little hole there, it is directly above our chip. Once you're happy with the position, push down on the suckers. So on a professional kit we do exactly the same things. Make sure we're lined up directly over the chip. It's got a little rubber section on the bottom, so just get that so it touches, and then put a little bit of pressure on the other side, make sure that's all nice and firm. So on the Rain-X kit, this is the resin chamber. It's worth noting that the end of it, just here, is rubber. Everything else is plastic, but the very tip here is almost like a little rubber washer. Now we're going to screw the resin chamber in until it contacts the windshield. get it nice and firm. What you want to do is you want that rubber washer to make a watertight, a resin tight seal, so that it doesn't leak when you put the resin into the chamber. So at this point we need to make sure that the tip of the resin chamber is directly over the crack. Now we've put this this white piece of paper on the inside of the windshield to help you be able to see the crack. Now on the professional kit they give you this this little mirror which has a sucker on it, and you actually put that onto the inside of the windshield. That allows you to see from the outside where the position of the tip of your resin chamber is. Now when we look at the Rain X version just up here, obviously we don't have that same luxury, but what you should do at this stage is go and hop to the inside of the car and look up at the back of this and just make sure it's in the right place. So next we're going to put our resin into the resin chamber, and the instructions say to add between 3 and 6 drops depending on the size of the chip. And they also mention when you put your drops in, if you start to get a slight leak coming down the windshield, just tighten it up a tiny bit more. I'm going to go with 5 drops. So now grab this little plunger that they call a pressure driver, insert that, and you want to screw this all the way in, it says, until it's almost closed. I guess you want to stop before it starts turning the main resin chamber itself. So just about there. So with this in place, you should now go onto the inside of the car and take a look up from the inside. And what you should notice is that that kind of rubber mouth on the bottom of this resin chamber, it should have widened. So next we need to leave this for at least 5 to 6 minutes. So whilst we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and start getting our professional ones set up so we can do them side by side. So this is the main difference between the professional kit and the little Rain X kit. The professional ones do come with a pump. I'm going to put 15 psi of pressure in there. I'm just going to leave that for a few minutes. But what that's doing is it's actually forcing the resin that's in that chamber into the crack. So it's forcing it to go in and spread out into all the little kind of, the little fractures, the little lines that spread out in various directions, and helping to get a nice spread. So it can be very interesting to see how the Rain X one compares, because this is probably the biggest difference in the process between the two. So this has been on at least 6 minutes now. And what you should do is you should go on the inside and check that it looks like that the resin is being spread out and actually filling into the chip. Now after 5 to 6 minutes, what we're going to do is repeat the process identical to before. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this completely and then put it back in, and which is going to reapply the pressure again, and then again leave that for an additional 5 to 6 minutes. So my next stage is to remove this top section here and put it back in. So next on our professional kit, we just swap it over, and we're now going to create a vacuum. I'm going to pull a vacuum of minus 15 on my gauge just there, and that needs to be left for 10 minutes. So again, it's been 5-6 minutes. Unscrew the pressure driver again just to release any air. Pop it back in again, tighten it back up. So again, at this stage what you want to do is you want to go back onto the inside and have a look at how the chip is looking. What you want to look for is you want to look for a good spread. When you have a look on the inside, you shouldn't see any kind of cracks or lines or any kind of dark areas. You want that resin to kind of spread out as best as it can. You might not get it 100%, but you want to get that resin spread out as best as you possibly can. Now we'll have a quick look on the inside. I think we've still got a couple of tiny little lines just visible. So this is kind of your last chance now to make any adjustments. If you're not happy with what you see on the inside, what we can do is you can just put a little bit more resin in, and then put this plunger back in, reapply the pressure and leave it for another 5-6 minutes. And what you want to do is you want to keep repeating that process until you're happy that what you're seeing on the inside is as good as you're going to get. So once we've completed the vacuum phase, now we're going to reverse that again. We're going to put pressure back in, this time going a little bit higher, going up to, it's got to be between 20 and 30 psi. Now what we were finding is we were getting a very small air bubble each time we released this and put it back in. We were getting a tiny little air bubble in the crack. So what we did is we've slackened the whole thing off, reapplied it again, and you can see we haven't pressed it down quite as much. We've done it enough so it's just starting to spread, but if we screw it down that little bit extra, we're finding it's inserting an air bubble. So it's a little bit fiddly, because obviously we don't want that air bubble to be right in the middle of our resin when it sets. So again, you might have to do as we've done here, is kind of fine tune it. But as long as you look on the inside and you look at what this tool's actually doing, then you'll be absolutely fine. But it's been a little bit fiddly, but hopefully we've got that spot on now. So once we're happy, it's time to move on to the curing stage. So now we're going to get this removed from the windscreen. Grab one of these curing strips, just place that straight over the repair area. Don't press it down, just place it on just like that. Professional kit here. I'm going to release the pressure again, and this is now ready to be removed. Just grab one of the little curing strips, and again, you don't want to push that down, you just lay it gently over the top. So next is the curing stage. Now what we normally do, working here in the garage, is we grab our little UV light that comes with our professional kit, we'd stick that on the windshield, and we'd leave that for 5 to 10 minutes. But we're going to do it as per the Rain-X instructions. Obviously you won't have one of those lamps, so now we need to drive the car outside into direct sunlight, and we need to leave it there for at least 10 minutes. So the final part of the job is the cleanup. So I'm just going to remove our little curing strip. Just going to start removing any leftover resin. And we'll do the cleanup on our second repair as well. End up with quite a large patch of the resin to clean up. And this stuff's actually easier to clean up than the Rain-X stuff. It's kind of staying together rather than chipping off. Give it a good clean with our glass cleaner. So what's the final verdict on the Rain-X windshield repair kit? I have to say it's absolutely fantastic. For that kind of money, under $15, this is a great DIY solution. The results are almost as good as the professional kit. I'd say probably 80 to 85% as good. And remembering that kit costs several $100s, and you can get this for under $15. So well worth the investment. And also, this will do quite a few chips as well. We've done a couple of chips here. We haven't even used half the resin. So you can easily probably do 5 or 6 chips out of one kit as well. So really, really good value for money. We will have a link for you directly to Amazon. So if you're interested in buying one of these, we'll add links to Amazon.com and .ca in the video description below. So please help support us and click those links if you're looking to buy one of these. So thank you for watching, guys. Very much appreciate it. If this video has been helpful for you, can you take 1 second just to hit that like button? Also, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We've got loads more great content waiting for you to check out. We appreciate it, guys. We'll see you again.